Alright, what's going on, guys? Yesterday I started doing this Slime Language full album review. I was going through it. I got about halfway through and I had to stop. It was bad. I listened to the rest of it on my own. I just didn't want to review it. I was saying the same things, figured I'd just make a review quick about it. But I started off by basically saying that Beautiful Thugger Girls was my favorite Young Thug album. It still is. I thought it's one of the 4 that I still have downloaded when you look at things like Scorpion, KOD, and Astroworld right now. I still have the album Beautiful Thugger Girls downloaded for plane rides, things like that. I'm actually going to get the vinyl and put it up there where you see some of these other albums. That's where I'm going to put that one. But this one, Slime Language, is bad. You had the Slime Seasons. You had Slime Season 3, which was incredible. That was my favorite Young Thug album until he came out with Beautiful Thugger Girls. But Slime Language, compared to those Slime Seasons, I saw a picture and I'll put it up here, and it perfectly describes it. It's just a totally different Young Thug. So a few things from Slime Language that just made it really bad for me. Well, actually, we'll start with Young Thug's hooks. Those are actually pretty good on this. I mean, for the most part, his voice is being himself, an instrument like he calls himself. And it's pretty good. He does this whole switch up between songs from Slime Language, sort of that Slime Season vibe, and then he has some of these Beautiful Thugger Girls types vibes on there, and I like that. But for the thing that really I didn't like was all these features. He has a ton of features on this thing. I mean, I'll count them up real quick. If I count that right real quick, he has 18 features on this thing. That's more than a DJ Khaled album. Probably is about the same as a DJ Khaled album, honestly. Now I'm thinking it, probably not. But, I mean, 18 features on there. I mean, we get the Uzi feature. We get Gunna a couple times. We have Jaquise on there. Some of these sound good. I mean, High Dora sounds good on hers. I think on hers kind of just sounds like Young Thug on here when I'm looking through these now. The Duke guy, I haven't heard of any of these guys really too much. Tracy T I haven't heard of. Little Baby sounded good, but nothing distinct on there. I mean, we're getting an Uzi verse that's, what, 30 seconds long, and 15 of it, it's kind of sounds different and you can't really hear what he's saying. And the next 15, it's that switch up Little Uzi's tonics in his sound, and it's a lot better. And then they cut it off and it's just like, why'd you do that? Why'd you even put Little Uzi on it? But basically, Slime Language, feature heavy for sure. And at points it's just all over the place. I mean, it's like I said, it's going from these Slime Season type songs, and then it's going into songs off of Beautiful Thugger Girls, which Beautiful Thugger Girls, the reason it was so perfect to me and just a great album overall, and probably Thug's best overall body of work, was because it was so concise. You had all these songs flowing into each other. When you did have features on there like Jaquise, Snoop Dogg, and Quavo and things like that, it just worked so well because they were keeping that same type of flow, the very harmonistic, if that's even a word, harmonistic type flows on there, sympathies, lyrical, singing, things like that. It's just very light. You have some songs on here that are light like that, similar to that, not as heavy. You have You Ain't Slime Enough, you have Oh Yeah, it's just like that. Chanel is a little bit, that's more of a poppy song, but songs like that that kind of just flow off of that. January 1st, things like that, with Jaquise on that one, and Trap Boy Freddy, I believe. I still don't even know who that is. I like that Young Thug is putting features on there that are new and people that we don't know, to expose them a little bit more, see what they're about. I like the High Dora feature. I'm going to see what she's about a little more. Sort of like how Travis Scott on Astroworld, I'm going to say his name wrong, but on Can't Say, the vocalist on that for the hook, I think Donatello or something like that, how exposing it to that. I went back, I saw his album. Go check out that album, it's really good. But for the most part, Slime Language is bad. When I was going through it, I think at one point I was 10 songs in. I liked 4 out of 10 songs that I would actually go back and listen to. I think what I'm going to do, I'm going to probably cut in a few of the clips from that video that I did record about the first. I think I got like 11 songs on there out of the 15, so majority of the album. I'll cut those in at the end of this if you guys want to see some of my reviews. First honest reviews. This was the first time I was looking at them at the end of this. But for the most part, I just want to jump on here. Great vocals from Thug on his hooks. You can't really understand him from some other stuff, which is similar to what we saw in Slime Seasons. And then overall, just the features on this were, for the most part, bad. Even the good features like Uzi, Baby, Gunna, here and there. He had 3 features on there, so hopefully one of them would hit, right? But for the most part, Uzi's wasn't anything special. Baby's wasn't anything special. Jaquise was all right. And anything else on there is not too great. Like I said, for me, it goes Beautiful Thugger Girls, Slime Season 3, yeah. And then this is somewhere far down there. And I don't know, maybe it's because I just moved into a new apartment and I'm putting things all together and it was a stressful day, and then I did this the next morning. Maybe it's that. Maybe I'm not listening to it with fresh ears, but when I do go back and I look at what some other people are saying, when I'm looking at Mallory Bros, if you're watching this, you can go check out Mallory Bros. They're great at reviews, they're great at reactions. They're also getting into the TV space with Power, things like that. They came out with a new jam session, so that looks great. But when you're looking at some other people, they're having these same opinions, and that was after that I already reviewed it. I went back and saw it, so that wasn't already in my head before. But yeah, so this definitely does not get Sal's seal of approval, if that's what we're going to say on this. If I had to rank this out of 10, I'd probably say, because Thug's hooks were so great on a lot of these, and I'll probably go back to some songs because of that. I'll go back to Chanel because we have some powerful features on there either way, and it does sound great with his hooks. I'm going to rank it A 5 out of 10. It's middle of the road. It's nothing special. It's not absolutely terrible because you have Thugs hooks on there and you have so many features that they don't lift it up. When you get features on this, you want it to lift it up. These ones are definitely dragging it down for the most part, but you have a few that do stand out compared to others, as you would expect when you have 18 features on a song, so you should have something that sounds great, right? But for overall, 5 out of 10, I'd say it's very middle of the road, and that's even a stretch. Basically, I just want to make this review because I was doing the first 5 songs yesterday. It took about an hour break because it was just too much. All the songs kind of sounded the same all over the place too, to an extent. I did the other 5 songs. Those were all over the place, and I couldn't even do the last 5 because it was just forcing it at that point. I was saying the same things. I was saying Thugs hooks were great. I was saying that the features were weighing the album down, and I was saying that it was all over the place. So I figured I might as well just make a review about all that. I'll throw some pieces, like I said, in at the end of my actual reactions. I didn't do the last 4 songs on that, but you get the gist of what I was doing from the first 11 songs. Does not get Sal's seal of approval, but my name's Sal. Be good, be safe, everybody. Go ahead and hit the subscribe button. I'll pop it up somewhere. Go ahead and hit the like button. I appreciate it. Subscribe to my channel. Check out the channel trailer so you can see what this channel is all about. But for right now, that's Slime Language Review. It's a 5 out of 10. Peace.